Hey y'all, this is Ursula, the Harvey Container Gardener, out here in the garden, trying to do some cleanup because it's needed. Um, just want to kind of show y'all some of the older stuff that I'm still growing, the fall winter brassicas that I'm growing, but also I wanted to show y'all the new stuff that I'm growing and how productive it is already. So I'm going to start at the far left corner of the yard where my potatoes are. And I have one blueberry bush over there. And then I'll bring y'all back over into the main garden so y'all can see what I got going on. All right, hold on. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. This is the potatoes that I planted. All of them have gotten above the rim of those grow bags. Only one is old, just about all the way up to the top as far as the soil. This one is a little bit higher because they grew a little faster. This one is about halfway. So I will be adding more soil to the top of these, and I pray for success that I have some potatoes in a few months. This is one of my blueberry bushes. I was able to cover this with a cloche, so this was not in the greenhouse. It kind of stayed out doing a little cold snap, but it's still doing okay. It's getting some leaves and it's looking good. All right, y'all. This apple tree is one of the newer ones. It's younger than it's the youngest apple tree that we have. I don't see any leaves yet, but it looks like it is starting to come alive and get some leaves on it. So I'm happy about that because I do have another apple tree that needs this one so that they can pollinate. All right, y'all. So over on this side of the yard is the garden. And what I did was I pulled the cabbages out of my enclosure so I can inspect them. And I know you guys can see there are some yellow leaves back there that needs to be taken off. The cabbages are finally, developing the cabbage head that I've been looking for. I do have 5 of them. This one is not as big, but it's starting to develop that cabbage head. This one, the cabbage is wider and it's starting to, get that cabbage head that I'm looking for. This one is the softest one I have, and it have not start developing that tight cabbage head that I'm looking for. But I still have hopes for it. All right, y'all. This one is the most far along, most developed cabbage that I have. And as you can see, it's about as big as my hand. It's the cabbage head is hard, so I'm thankful. I wasn't sure if the cabbages would start to go to seed before any of the cabbage heads were developed, but I'm thankful that they have not. So I am looking forward to getting some cabbages, y'all. So next thing I have is the broccoli, and the broccoli have slowed down a lot. I'm not getting as many florets as I was getting. However, I am still getting a few. So I'm not complaining. I do have a good bit of it in my freezer, and I will be enjoying this broccoli for a while to come. All right, y'all. I did also take out the 2 Georgia collard plants that I have. And as you can see, I have been cutting off of them. I have been storing these in the freezer also. Even though the leaves are getting big, 2 plants is not enough to make a whole meal off of one or two harvesting. So what I've been doing is I have been blanching it in the in some hot water, and then I'll put it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag. So I should be to the point where I can go ahead and cook me a nice pot of cabbage, y'all. All right, so this is the celery. What I did was I have 4 celeries in each one of these. I cut 2 of them and I left 2. These I have not cut yet, but I do plan on cutting them, and I want to experiment dehydrating them and making celery powder. And over here y'all can see I still have another one, well, another pot with 2 of them in it. So I'm waiting for that, and I still have a few over here, but they're in these little pots and they're starting to turn yellow. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut what's still green and use that. So y'all, I'm gonna step back because I want y'all to see this apple tree. This is a red apple and the leaves are coming in on it, and I am starting to get some blossoms on this apple tree. I started seeing them right before the cold hit, so of course I wrapped them up because I wanted to protect them. This is the first year that I will prayerfully get some apples off of this tree. All right, so y'all, this is mostly the older stuff, the brassicas and stuff that I've been growing for a while. I do still, I showed this yesterday. I cut some of this yesterday and I made me a salad for lunch, and it was pretty good. That's the mesclun mix. And I do still have a couple of pots with the broadleaf mustards. I did plant it a little bit more densely, but some of it did not make it through the cold snap that we had in December. So what I was able to save, I saved, and I am still growing mustards. I still have my purple lady bok choy. This I need to go ahead and cut. I did cut some of it off, and I did harvest some of it. And yeah, it's just growing. I think it's going to be probably going to seed pretty soon. So I want to go ahead and cut it. I'm going to cut it back. And I think what I don't cut, I'm going to let it go to seed so I can go ahead and get those seeds. All right, y'all. I am still growing the red Russian kales. These are 2 of them. I have been cutting off of them also and adding them to some salads. So those are pretty good. And the rest of my stuff that I've been growing is, of course, the parsley, chives, green onions, carrots, which I will be pulling up pretty soon. I said I was going to pull them up. I just haven't had a chance to. Garlic and my onions. All right, so y'all, that's most of the stuff that I've been growing. Now to the new stuff. So right down here are the bell peppers. I planted these bell peppers up one day last week. They have been in a cup since maybe late January, maybe beginning of February when they came up. And they had been in some cups, so I went ahead and I planted them up. I know you probably can't see the tags. I have 2 red bell pepper plants. This one in front is a purple, and the one in the orange pot is an orange. Okay, so I also have 6 tomato plants, y'all. I wanted to grow cherry tomatoes this year. I had like the big tomatoes last year, so I have 2 rainbow cherry tomatoes. I have 2 white cherry tomatoes. And I also have 2 Creole tomatoes. And the Creole tomatoes are right here in this grow bag. I did drop a couple of onion seeds down up in there. I think I want to drop some more. But this is one of the Creole. And as y'all can see, It has flowers, and below it, probably can't see it, some of the flowers dropped off, and it looked like it's starting to give me a little fruit. So this is another one of the cherry tomatoes, y'all. I'm gonna step back because this is a big plant. That's the white cherry, the big tall one. And then the one next to it in the black pot, this is the rainbow cherry. Next to that one is another Creole tomato plant. And I'm gonna bring y'all up close. Y'all can see this one is already producing some Creole tomatoes. And right above it, I have another set of flowers that's opening up. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not sure because it's so early in the season how that's going to go, but I am excited for all of the tomato plants that I have. So yeah, I'm ready for that. Ready for them to start growing a little bit more and producing. And y'all, since I have not put together that enclosure with the screen to keep the bugs out yet, what I do is I take this netting that I have behind it, I'm sorry, and I just take and I drape it over the tomatoes. So anything flying, trying to land on the tomatoes and trying to lay some eggs on it, it's not getting through. So I'm going to do that until I finish that enclosure. The next thing I have, y'all, is my cucumber. I did have 4 cucumber plants with 4 seeds that I planted. All 4 of them came up, but 2 of the cucumber plants died. Not sure why, but I do still have these 2. And if y'all can see, this one look like, well, it's a cucumber on there, but I'm not sure if it got pollinated or not. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. That there is right there. That's the cucumber right there. And this one also has a little cucumber on it, but the flower hasn't opened on this one yet, y'all. So I'm excited about that. Waiting on that. And next to it, I still have my mustard mizuna that's growing, and the tatsoi did go to seed. I'm letting it go to seed so I can get those seeds as well. Next to it, I still have the purple mustard that's in this little long tray. That's doing pretty good, but I think this is probably going to be going to seed pretty soon, so I'm not sure, but I'm going to harvest it and get as much off of it as I can before it goes to seed. This, y'all, is my scrap pot, my parsley, my onions that I cut from the store-bought onions, store-bought I'm sorry, celery, not parsley, store-bought celery, and I did plant it in this pot, and I'm going to see what it does. So right here, y'all, are my herbs that I planted. The dill is doing really well. The dill is doing really well. The thyme, I'm sorry, the oregano is doing pretty good. The thyme, only one little thyme plant came up. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get some more seeds. I'm going to drop it in that pot and see if I can get some more to grow. Parsley, nothing has come up yet. Chives, nothing have come up yet. So what I think I'm going to do with them too, I'm going to also drop some more seeds in those pots and see if anything is going to come up. Alright, so next I have this eggplant. I do plan on planting this today. I did prepare the soil with all the amendments and put it in a pot already. So that's the pot that this one eggplant is going to go in. I did plant more. I was hoping to get at least 2. I can't get too many back here because my space is very limited. So I'll be okay with 2 eggplants. I am trying to plant some more squash, but if I get another eggplant, then I'll have 2 and I'll be okay. So This is my strawberry lemonade blueberry. Well, no, not strawberry lemonade. It's pink lemonade. Pink lemonade blueberry. That's it in a pot. It seems to be doing really, really well. It looks like he was trying to get some buds. A lot of them fell off, but they still have a few of them on there. So if I get something this year, good. If not, I just want it to be healthy so that maybe next year I can get something off of it. All right, so this is the Tiff Blue, and the Tiff Blue blueberry is has a really long leaf. Doesn't have too much going on down there yet, but it's still green. The leaves are coming in, and it looks pretty good, y'all. So inside of my greenhouse, this is all I have left. This is the sweet potato. I originally had it in some soil, and it looks like it wasn't doing too much in the soil. I had 3 of them. When I took them out, one of them was really soft, so I took it out, put it in water, and this is what I've got. This is the one with the leaves on it is an orange sweet potato. This one that has nothing on it, absolutely nothing, has some black spots, but it's not soft. This is one of the purple, I believe, Okinawan sweet potatoes. I think it probably would have been growing if I would have had it the right way down in the beginning. So I was watching someone else's channel, and they were saying the pointy end goes up and the blunted end goes down. Well, of course, I had it upside down. So I had the pointy end down in the water, and I had this end up. So after watching, I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Georgia Peach Nut. I'm not sure, but I did turn it back over. So now I'm waiting to see if this one is going to root, and I will be excited. So the last thing I have, y'all, is my new starts. These are some things that I planted a little while ago, and they just came up. Jimmy Nardello peppers, another dark green zucchini, a yellow bell pepper, and I dropped seeds in this yesterday. Like I said, I wanted to get at least 2 squash, 2 eggplants, and 2 zucchinis. So what I did was I went ahead and planted the seeds up in here, and I'm hoping that it come up. And this one over here is a tomato plant that I did not think it came up. Kind of brought everything out here in the greenhouse and forgot about it. And when I came to do some cleanup, I found this little plant right here, which is a Creole tomato that had came up. So I'm trying to see if I'm going to go ahead and keep it, because I do have 2 Creole tomato plants already. So y'all, this is all I have in my little backyard garden. What I plan on doing today, it will be getting dark pretty soon, so I do want to go in and check those cabbages. I did see a couple of holes in some of the leaves. I know they're in that protective screen, but nothing is 100%. So I want to go ahead and check those cabbage leaves, make sure that there are no worms in there. I want to take off all those yellow leaves that I have on there, and just kind of put it back in there. I am hopefully, prayerfully waiting for these cabbages to form so I can cook me some cabbages. So yeah, that's what I have going on, guys. So about to get at it, but I'm excited about this apple tree, y'all. Really excited. But yeah, I'm about to get at it. I don't want the dark to catch me. And I haven't finished my chores, haven't finished the things I wanted to get done out here. So I am about to get off of here. But y'all, for coming along with me. Thank y'all for coming to watch and see what I'm doing out here. Any suggestions, any comments, go ahead and just leave them. I'm out here. I'm in my zone. When I'm out here in the garden, I just feel comfortable. I feel at home. I feel blessed. There's so many different feelings I have when I'm out here in the garden, y'all. So I'm gonna do what I do and enjoy what I'm doing. And I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I hope y'all gardens are wonderful and blessed. And I will see you guys on the next video. All right, bye.